How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. We are back with the British Steel Challenge with Glens FC in the Northern Irish Danske Bank Premiership. But today it's Cup duty. It's the Northern Irish League Cup semi-final away to Linfield, and obviously we're looking for a bit of revenge since our last episode where we lost both to Linfield and to Cliftonville, went out of the County Antrim Shield, and obviously lost some ground in the league. But things have picked up considerably since then, and if you haven't checked out the highlights video, I'll leave a link for you on the screen just now, and I suggest checking it out because we've been red hot, to be honest, of late. There's been no transfer signings, no movement at all really. The only thing really to talk about is one of the youngsters has kind of broken through. Rory Harris is a new kind of centre forward. We've been playing a little bit, so been retained between him and Luke Brothers, with Rory Holden being the main man, and as you can see he's on 22 goals now. Stats aren't really changing a great deal for him. He's pretty much playing at his full potential anyway, but 18 goals and 20 starts in the league, 22 and 25 overall. Obviously got to be very pleased with that. For signing him on a free transfer as well is really good going. So he is our highest average rating player, which isn't that surprising. I did miss out on one signing, just purely because we didn't have enough money. Stephen Davis, the former Southampton and Rangers midfielder, was available on a free transfer since the summer, and I tracked him just because of the fact he was Northern Irish. I thought maybe there's a chance, and he was actually talking to me, and he wanted £550 a week. I could only offer £375, which you wouldn't go for, and I couldn't go any higher because we're already over budget. Desperate attempts to try and get Kieran Caldwell. Jay McGee also has now been put on the list because he said he wants a new challenge. He's 31, he's on a big wage, and he's not really playing a great deal for us, so it kind of made sense to agree to let him go. But anyway, that's how things are. We looked at the highlights, so here's the fixtures those highlights were showing. So you can see that they were our two losses, and since then we're in a good run. A little bit disappointed with the Portadown 1-1 draw, given the fact we'd beaten them 6-0 earlier in the season, but some really good results, in particular the 5-0 win at home to Glenavon. Rory Holden with a hat-trick there, really just, doing very well. But it was a lot of narrow wins. You can see 2-1, 1-0, 2-1, another 1-0, another 2-1, another 2-1. So there's a couple of fairly big scores, and then we just struggled to score. So today, I don't know what to expect. It's probably going to be a struggle, I would imagine. But yeah, we're just going to crack on straight into it. We've got a couple of players missing today, so we've got Kim Nelson and Simon Leonard in midfield suspended. Obviously they're pretty big players as to how we play. 7.32 in the last 5 games for Kim Nelson, 7.10 for Leonard. I think Leonard's one of these kind of guys that he just kind of breaks the play up, obviously being a ball winning midfielder, so he's never going to be that high in terms of the ratings, whereas Kim Nelson has been involved with some of our attacks a bit more. But this is the team we're going to go with today. Stanix, Martin, McAleenan late has made his way back into the team a bit more. McLean was injured, he's managed to get in and he's improving. I think he is, he's one of our non-contract players, so the potential obviously that we can lose him for nothing is still very much apparent. Coming in midfield, we've got Alan Donaghy today, replacing Kim Nelson. I think he's got potential. We've got a lot of decent youngsters, and again, I think the whole kind of potential ability is probably relative to the size of the club you're at. These aren't guys that are going to end up at Chelsea, Man City, whatever. Well, maybe they will, I don't know, but certainly I think they've got potential for here. Ryan Coyle will take over from Simon Leonard in the ball-winning midfielder role, and again, I think he's very capable of doing that. Hugh Walker completes the midfield, who's really in good form. He's one of the players that most recently has kind of broken into the team, and you can see now, 17 years old, he's getting more games, and he's definitely improving game after game. Jonathan Smith will play in the hole, with Holden as a poacher and Luke Brothers as defensive forward. So that's us. Let's get off into the game and see whether or not we can make our first cup final in charge of Glentoran. I always hate getting these things here. Well, at least there was only one question today. Okay, we're fine with that. We do want to play control. Now, we lost to them, so we can say we owe them, and that always gets the blood pumping, I guess, of the starting 11. I think the season's going really well so far. To be sitting top of the league as we are, I noticed I kind of glanced over the league. I didn't really call out the points and so on, but we have opened up a bit of a gap, and it's definitely better than I'd hoped. But there's so many cup competitions that we're going to be here for a while, and my goodness, I haven't turned the highlight speed down, and we've scored. Sorry guys, as I've watched the replay there, Marcus Kane with his third goal of the season, chipping in a bit. He's one of these guys who is either very good or very bad. He's actually given away a number of cheap goals. Here you can see Walker laying off Kane, and it's taken a big knock off the Linfield player, and no chance really for the goalkeeper to recover from that deflection. But a good start for us. 15 minutes on the clock, and we are in front, and we look fairly comfortable. So Martin here on the right, Donaghy, Smith holding it up, finding Martin on the advanced run, loses out to Carson. I would have hoped he would have tried to have got the ball into the box sooner, but he's delayed on it too much. But McAleenan cutting out the ball forward from Linfield. Walker now looking for Brothers. Nice ball through to Holden. Was he onside? Doesn't matter, that is a poor finish from our top goal scorer. Obviously it is weaker foot, but still you'd expect a bit of a better take than that from your best striker at the club. Well, certainly in terms of the goals scored, he's our best striker. And right, we're going to have to be careful here. Linfield with the free kick. Stanik's caught in no man's land there. Really, if you're going to come for the ball for that kind of range, you have to get it. You have to get your hands on it, either to catch it or punch it. And not the greatest angle here, but you can see Stanik's coming for it, and that's just woeful keeping, really bad decision making from our number one. And we're back on level terms now. This is a little bit disappointing, but there's a long way to go still, and I think we definitely do have the players to damage him. His Brothers goes for the spectacular long range effort. Davidson though managing to get back into position in time, but that was heading in, which I don't usually see. Usually players either don't even spot the chance, or if they do, it goes nowhere near the goal. But Linfield are now looking to mount an attack, but they lose the ball. Holden on the turn, looking for support, probably going to go wide to Martin. He does. Back inside to Donaghy, to Walker. Coyle, nice move. Brothers into the box, and this time Brothers finishes. That is a lovely move. It's just typical of the way I like my teams to play. Lots of little intricate passing just to break through the team. And basically the two types of goals I try to score are those ones, and also crossing from deep. But that was a really nice move, and with that much of the goal available to Brothers, he didn't even need to put it in the corner. And we're back in front and looking good. Half time. Right. I think really all we need to say is just capable of doing better, I guess. And certainly with Holden, we can tell him we're not happy. I always like it when players take criticism the wrong way. The right way. Yeah, I love it when my players don't listen to me. When you tell players that they're not playing well, and they take it right, and they say they're fired up and they're motivated. Anyone who either doesn't react or kind of seems stressed, to me just doesn't really cut it at the club you're at. Right, Linfield have changed to a 3-4-3, and yeah, I think we might have to change our formation here ever so slightly. I don't like 3 in up front against 2 central defenders usually, but we have a chance here with Holden. Can he make it 3? He does. Hush my mouth. No need to change formation just yet. Well, actually, it doesn't mean we're out of the woods. Linfield could quite easily go up the park and score their second, but nice move from us. And I suppose that's the risk with them playing 3 central defenders and Holden managing to get the space. That's a cool finish into the corner from our top goal scorer. And now we definitely look like we're in a commanding position. I just want to take a look and see whether there's any substitutions we need to look to make. I actually don't think there is. The only one I would maybe do is Walker for Johnny Addis. But I don't see the point in changing it just yet. Maybe about now. Down to 65%. Yeah, that's fine. I think Johnny Addis is okay. Yeah, he's fine with that. And let's give him the usual passionate, have faith talk. But it looks as though we should avenge for our defeat in the league and make it through to the cup final. 15 minutes left. Well and truly in control of this game. Lots of possession, more shots. Passing completion 72% is pretty high. Tackles 175% compared to Linfield's 35%. Winning more headers, just overall the dominant side. And 23 fouls though. Yeah, we do tend to play a bit on the edge. But here's a chance for Linfield to pull one back from the corner, but it's cleared. Holden will pick us up on the halfway line, looks in for some support, finds Brothers, but not the greatest ball forward. That would have been 4-1, I'm sure, if it had been a better pass into Brothers. But you know what, guys, I don't care. That is a fantastic performance and result, and I think it just shows that it's no fluke in the league. We're where we are on merit. Great result for us. And Coyle picking up man of the match, coming in to replace Leonard. So certainly a lot of good things. Why am I being told about this? Am I being linked with it? Not that I would have taken the Dundee United job, but I'm not entirely sure why I'm being told about it. I must have had some kind of subscription. But yeah, so that's us into the final. Who do we have in the final? So it's going to be Warren Point. Have we done against them? I think it was 2-1 the last time. Yeah, it was actually 2-1 before this game, and a 1-1 draw away from home. So it could be quite a close affair. So that's going to be on the 21st of January. I think that may actually be my next game. I don't really see the point in doing another live comm against Linfield. As I say, the league's going pretty well at the moment. 13 points clear of Linfield, and yeah, I mean it's looking good. There's not actually that many games left, so possibly what I'll do is after the League Cup final, I'll look again at some of the games around this area and see which one we can cover. But obviously I don't want to keep labouring the live comms with the same team. So if you guys have any kind of preference, let me know. But otherwise we'll just be rattling through this season and seeing what silverware we can actually get. But certainly to be able to get the League Cup here, that would be another one off the list for the British Steel Challenge. Premiership would be a big one, and that would leave only a couple of cups left, certainly from the top division in Northern Ireland. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think of the game here so far with Glentoran and the series as a whole. Is it still interesting? Are you just looking forward to when I move to England or Wales or somewhere else? Let me know what you think, and until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.